Welcome to my show. Today again, I'm with a very special person. He is the Foreign Minister of State of Peru. Yes, I'm talking about Mr. Jose Beraun. Mr. Beraun, welcome to my show.
Thank you very much.
And welcome to India.
Thank you, and it's my pleasure to be here, and I take this opportunity to send a most warm thanks to the people and the government of India for this reception that myself and my delegation have received.
Okay. But I'll start with a little bit rough question. You know, shining path, they're again emerging as a major force. What your government is doing for that?
Well, actually, it's not like that. The thing is that Peru faces many challenges as any society today in the world. And actually what we see today is just a very few leftovers of this terrorist group that are still acting no longer as a terrorist group, but as, so to say, bodyguards of the drug traffickers.
Okay.
So actually it's not anymore a political or a terrorist, not even a terrorist movement. Okay. It's just a bunch of criminals who are profiting from an illegal activity, right, and in a very limited portion of our territory. So actually, I would say it's something that is not relevant today.
I would like to add over here that, you know, I see in Peru, the illegal mining industry is really very big. And from last 1 year, your government is there. But nothing is happening to curb that.
Well, let me mention that the problem exists, as you mentioned, but also there is something very positive that has come up, which is the will and the decision, right, of the government to face the problem.
Yeah.
Not only regarding illegal mining, but also regarding the social conflicts that arise from many circumstances that also have come from the past.
Right.
And in that sense, let me mention to you that precisely among the conversation I have had here in your country, right, we have discovered many opportunities to work together, not only to eliminate this kind of problem, but to transform the problem into an opportunity.
Right.
Because, you know, for example, you talk about illegal mining, I talk about gold. Gold, India is a country who imports, right, incredible amounts of gold.
Right.
If we manage to create the conditions to develop some kind of joint ventures or enterprises, which I have received some interests from your business people, right, then we have the chance to formalize these illegal miners and to transform that problem into an opportunity.
Right.
And that's also, you have given me the chance to mention that that's how we should face and focus today in the world.
Right.
The problems exist.
Yeah.
How we solve them, that's the real challenge.
Right.
And we feel in Peru that thanks to the openness and thanks to the way we are promoting our contacts to the rest of the world, we can find, as we have found in India, a good partner, a good friend, right, to work and solve this kind of issues.
Right. You know, in 2011, Peru was the fastest growing economy of the world. But today that is not happening. What is the reason behind this?
Well, the reason is that, as you know, in economy, nothing is sustainable forever.
Right.
There are cycles.
Right.
The thing is that Peru still, the forecast for this year is a growth of 6%, okay, which of course is not bad. If you see the rate of growth that you can expect in Europe or even in the United States.
Right.
So, and also if you see the other South American countries. Right. Keep in mind that 6% with a very low inflation, which is one of the lowest inflations in the world. Okay. That means that we have been able to combine growth and low inflation. Which is not the case of many countries. Many countries have paid the price of a bigger growth, but with higher inflation. So in that sense, I think Peru has managed to keep a track. But answering directly to your question, I have to say that every process implies risks, implies, once again, challenges. And of course, you cannot sustain a growth because the growth exhausts itself in an area, and then we have to discover other areas.
Right.
And this is also the purpose that brings me to your country, which is precisely to discover new areas in which we can cooperate together.
Right.
It has been very rewarding to find interests, not only in trade, but also in investment areas and in cooperation.
Right.
So therefore, today in the world, we have a close link between growth and cooperation with countries. So maybe this is something that I think is a very positive also.
Right, right. Before going further, it's time to watch a special film on Peru.
Peru is South America's third largest country, covering 12,85,215 square kilometers, and can be divided into 3 distinct geographic regions. The best known of these is the Central High Sierra of the Andes, with its massive peaks, steep canyons, and extraordinary pre-Columbian archaeological sites. The Andes are still one of the world's most unstable mountain ranges, with frequent earthquakes, landslides, and flash floods. Despite such instability, the Andes are also the site of the most fascinating pre-Columbian cities of South America, like the great city